Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to do another round of Live Arena, but first I'm going to check the Altar of Souls because I really want something that's not here. Nope. So never mind. I was hoping for Godseeker and Yuri. It's been a long time. She's never there. Also, I'm thinking about going for this. At least insofar as the event goes, just so I get the points. So I could either pull Void Shards or I could continue to save them and just pull Ancient Shards because they're just easier for me to get just for the points. Either way, I will record the Shard pulls, but let me know in the comments whether you think I should make it Voids or Ancients. So without further ado, let's do some fights. Got my tea in a Zelda mug. Got my Super Mario t-shirt. I think the boy likes Nintendo. You think he likes Nintendo? So you're picking my favorite guy first. So I'm gonna pick your favorite guy first. I'm just kidding. I don't know you. I don't know who your favorite guy is, but I'm gonna start with her and let's try Mithrala. She's, you know what? No. Him. We're gonna go with Ramen 2. He's a good counter to the Monkey King. I see the Monkey King. I think I want to counter just in case I have to ban someone else. So, speed. I'm not going first. She has a strip, so now, I mean, they both have strips. She raises accuracy as well. So I could try for a Helikath Paradigm. I could try for a Bomb Paradigm. Either way, I guess I'm going to want Mithrala. Decisions. Okay, I'll take the bomber. All right. Some unkillable stuff going on there. This is a very interesting response to me picking somebody who can actually kill through unkillables. I guess I'll pick another bomber. No. Now it's too late. Whoops. Whoopsie. This could get really ugly because now I could just ban that. Okay. I think this guy will make me hate my life if I let me. Yeah. Get rid of him. Yeah. Because if he'd kept him, I wouldn't be able to inflict any of my debuffs. I'm not going first. I want to be accurate. Or do I want defense? Defense could be really important. We'll go with the defense. Gosh darn it, I feel like I'm already screwing this up. I was a little too slow on the draw. But I think I should have gone for second bomber. But he didn't ban my bomber, which is good, because I didn't really have any other source of damage. Wow, that is a hard hit. That is a very, very hard hit. So let's go ahead and use the revive now, because I need the healing in addition. It is very fast. That is going to make this very difficult to deal with. Alright, I'm going to go for this first. Just because it makes my life a little easier. Let's try to get some healing up. Duchess is hanging on by a thread. What you gonna do, Arby? Interesting choice. Monkey King. Staff of Wonder. Okay, so I got reduced accuracy. I'm gonna try it. Well, apparently I still have enough accuracy. I think this is pretty much game. I really want to avoid her until I can get to him. Monkey King might still be able to snap back from Oblivion. Might. Oh, good game. Despite my horrible mistake during the draft. Getting dangerously close to that point where I realize it's going to take up an entire minute. Oh, never mind. It heard me. Just had to prove me wrong, didn't you? Dead hat? Is that what that says? Yureko, Siffy. Always a pleasure, ladies. Alright, so I absolutely want to ban that Yumeko. And my thinking is go for bombs again. I could try for some more traditional nukers, just in case. Just in case he bans Ramen 2. But I think it's too late. I think I have to commit to it. But let's say he bans Ramen 2. Then I have to find a way to stall until the Monkey King can take away the buffs. There are actually 2 champions that can do it now. So he absolutely wants to ban Ramen 2. And there's very little I can do to stop him because I have to ban her. Oh, you're banning the Monkey King. Interesting. I mean, on the surface, if I had Monkey King speed tuned for the rest of the team, which I would love to be able to do, you'll take the accuracy. if I had it speed tuned, then he would be probably an even better choice than Ramen 2. Alas, anybody who knows my account well enough is going to know I've made him stupidly slow. I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say stupidly. I think it actually is kind of stupid. I need to make him faster one of these days. I just really like the amount of damage I stacked onto him. It'll be a challenge to get the accuracy and the damage and the speed. I figure when you're building a champion, pick 2 stats at the most. Wow, she hits hard. What a fantastic champion. Where's my Harima? That's part of what has me wanting to pull ancient shards. Might get her. Wow. Just look at all that damage. And it's all defense based, so she's a tank too. Yeah, this does not look good. I mean, I don't have any way of stopping him from reviving, from cleansing. And honestly, having lost one of my bombers already, I'm having a hard time even doing enough damage to take down anyone. So that's good game. Well done, Dead Hat. So we got John from New York. Or whatever NY stands for. Let's start with the Monkey King. I'm an idiot. I should put the 3rd blessing star on him. You know what? I'm a double idiot. I don't think I have it yet. I'm going to have to check my progress on the Halloween quests. Or the Halloween events. One of these days, I'm going to get Monkey up to 4 stars. Alright. This time, I want to take... It's like it's almost impossible to take anyone other than these 2. But I'm going to take someone else anyway. I'm going to try Pythion. Maybe just in case John was planning on taking Pythion to make for a really, really rough defensive barrier. So he's going to bring some nukers. I'm going to try Helicath UDK. And who's the most awkward one to deal with? It's probably Duchess, honestly. I either want to eliminate Duchess or Cardiel. But I'll make it Duchess. So no Helicath for me. I can live with that. We'll go with the accuracy, the defense, The speed? What do I need? What about the speed? Cardiel is another reason for pulling void shards. I mean, if I were ever to happen to get a Cardiel, I would be a very happy boy. I think he's maybe one of my most coveted void Legos. Honestly, there's so many good ones. I'd be hard-pressed to come up with the top 10. Yeah, why not? I'm going to put this up now. More buffs equals more damage resistance, thanks to Pythion's passive. And I'm going to need all the passive resistance I can get. I want to guess Cardiel's going to do an ally attack. There's not much of an opening in his defenses. Youch. Well, John, I give you about a 90% chance to win now. Yeah, I keep forgetting he also has an ally attack. That is nasty. That is a nasty combination. I just need an opportunity to have him get back up at some point when he doesn't have a bunch of turns coming up. Is that too much to ask? All right, so it's my turn. What can I do? Not much, apparently. He's got Swift Parry. Good game, John. So Symbiote. Maybe I'll open with somebody else. Let's see. Who needs more airtime? Kymar needs more airtime. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go for some fast champions in an attempt to go first. It's speed, speed, speed. I'll need some good nukers to make this work. Very good nukers if I want to let him keep Duchess. Which I do, because we got to get rid of Yumeko. I mean, unless I go for some kind of really crazy A1 combo. I mean, he's got a good A1. So I could let him keep Yumeko for a change and ban someone else. I could bring Mithrala. I'm probably going first also. So I'm not hugely worried. Though maybe it wasn't a great choice to only bring one nuker. I'm already seeing who I would ban from my own team, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. If I take away his Duchess, though, it lights a fire under his ass, so I might be able to handle this. Do I want my accuracy? He's unlikely to have enough speed anyway. But if I could lap him, all the more power to me. In my last session, I fought somebody who brought nothing but support champions, and he took me apart. So maybe I can manage the same. Rocket King's about to steal some buffs, probably. So maybe I'll just wait. I'll go for this. So who scares me the most? Harima? I think Harima scares me the most. I'm not really worried about Yumeko, because it's not like she's going to debuff me to death. Killing both my revivers to do it, though. So that's it. Good game, Symbiote. I screwed up big time. I actually apologize for that. It was such a dumb mistake to only bring one nuker. Rookie mistake. Well, clock's ticking. Looks like this time I really don't have an opponent on the other end, so... Here's what I could say. Question. Do you guys think it's more entertaining to watch a player who's got everyone and everything completely maxed out, like the biggest Kraken accounts, and watch the biggest Kraken account wail out on other Kraken accounts in live arena? Or is it more interesting to see people with some limitations? Like me. I have to play with the champions I have. And I've only got a small number of good ones. And on a similar note, what is it more fun to play? Because at one level, I would love to just be able to play with any champions that exist. Just any crazy champions that could be in your roster. Let's just pick somebody I'm good with. It's all about the affordances and constraints. I think it's actually more fun to play with some constraints. Of course, if you're Polarium, it's more fun for you if people have no restraint whatsoever and just pay as much money as they can. So I'll go with her. And maybe I'll go with some resistance. Oh, he's taken all the bombers today. Very cool. So I'm going to try for something unorthodox. Here. I'll go with Helikath, and I'm going to go with Alsgore. I built him out recently. I have not even tested him yet. I mean, I tested him a bit in Classic Arena. I was actually not totally impressed with the way I've got him built, but I think I wanted to get him even faster. The whole theory behind a really fast Alsgore. At this point, who do I want to get rid of? How about the increase accuracy champion? This will make my life easier. And let's, I mean, there's resistance, 60. Doesn't matter which one I pick. And then I could go with the defense. And I could even go with the accuracy. I mean, it's all good. Yeah, I'm frightened of taking too much damage, so I'm gonna put him in the lead. Try to keep those bombs off. I mean, the bombs ignore defense. So the only benefit to defense is that it improves Helikath's damage. And he is going to be the main source of damage on this team because Wings smartly eliminated Monkey King. So that's bombs on two of my guys. It's a lot of bombs. That's a lot of bombs. Please tell me... Oh, no. Oh, no. Good game, Wing. If this was better speed tuned, it might have been a bit different. I mean, I could fight, but honestly, what am I going to do? Debuff them to death? I doubt it. Rather than continue to humiliate myself, I'm going to resign. That's a shame. I think if I made Mithrala faster, I'd have a better time with her in the arena. Really, I built her out with as much accuracy as possible so that her accuracy always works, but I'm sure I could bring it down a little bit. I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 900 when you add the accuracy and the resistance together anyway. I think her accuracy is maybe somewhere in the neighborhood of 700. But I figure if you don't have an accurate Mithrala, what's the point? But she's got to be able to cut in and cleanse those bombs if that happens. I wonder if this is going to be a similar team to last time. This is a different player. But why not? I'll pick some of the same people. Let's see who you go with. Sperber. I want to say that name is Sperber. So Nishak, Siffy, slightly different, but very similar. So I'll go for the Helikath paradigm again, especially because of Siffy. So who do I want to ban? Who does he want to ban? He wants to ban one of these two. That's what I'm thinking. Although he could ban Pythion. So the triple bomber again. That's cool. It's very cool. Siffy doesn't worry me that much. Because, I mean, I have multiple ways of blocking Siffy. I could get rid of Arbiter as well. Arbiter increases the speed by a lot. I'll eliminate the Siffy, why not? So the bombs could come in again. I have this fear that the same thing will happen again. Let's add some resistance. I'm not entirely sure how much resistance my Pythion even has. I don't think he's particularly resistant, but I think Mithrala cuts in ahead of him, so it probably doesn't matter. Although given the right combo, Gaius could just blow him up. Okay, so this is going a little differently. So I'm going to cleanse this off. That takes away a lot of the pressure. So let's increase my defense. And block damage. Now, Magic Hour. This is a dirty, dirty strategy. I often feel a little guilty using it, but at the same time, it's so effective and not necessarily broken. There are a lot of ways to counter it. It's like I'm teasing him on purpose. Why waste a turn attacking him if he's just going to kill himself on his own turn? Good game, Sperber. So I didn't pick him that second time, but part of the theory with Alsgore is he goes ultra fast, and I have Helikath, and I have UDK. I should at least put them together and showcase them in Classic Arena. Because the idea is I wanted to layer 3 completely different speeds. Alsgore at maybe 300 plus speed, Helikath at about 200 speed, and then Ultimate Death Knight at about 100 speed. Ultimate Death Knight is basically always covered, and he always covers the rest of the party, so it just about always activates Helikath. And Alsgore has protection gear, and so far I've got 8 pieces of protection gear, so I don't get the 75% protection yet, but I do get 50% protection, and there is a lot of speed layered in there, and I took my absolute fastest stuff. Against this, I think I pretty much have to bring something that cuts through it. Mithril is always a good idea. I could try to just bomb them. I think that's what I'm going to try. So I want to get rid of Pythion. Oh no. I want to get rid of Warlord. So I want him to not get rid of Robin too. It's still going to be hard to bomb him out now. Well, give me the accuracy. He's got a little sliver in his charge bar, so it's possible I'll get to go first. So I'll try it. Nope, he then jumps in. Yikes. Well, that hurts my chances. That hurts me a lot. That hurts me an awful lot. Alright, I'll just go for the quadruple shot on her. She seems to be under some protection from him. He's probably in the Griffin gear, whatever it's called. Let's try to strip these. Guardian. It's called Guardian gear. What I really want to do is be able to hit her as hard as humanly possible, and then have an AoE take out everybody else. I really don't think I have the damage for it, although if I get into 4 stars, I wonder if I'd be able to get enough stats to be able to pierce through a Duchess. As it stands, I don't think that I do. Also, I need to change his blessing. I can't believe it costs 300 gems to change blessings in this game. That is obscene, Plarium. Why are you doing this to us? It's terrible. And you should feel terrible about it. Monkey King? So, Rev Slayer. What have you got? First thing I'm noticing is you've cleared one of the hard Doom Towers. I definitely want him. How am I going to work around his Mithrala? I mean, we could just bring Duchess. She's always a good idea. Go for the support. Oh wow, Newt. Very interesting champion to bring. I've seen him before. I'm never impressed by the way he handles the fights. Let's bring Pythion. I feel like bringing good resistance and then just a good solid NUKER like Candrafon. This seems balanced. I'm going to bring them. Taras. Okay. Ban Taras. I can't stand him. He is way too overtuned. I mean, if there were a lineup that could stand up to Taras, it is these two. But even then, I might want a third champion to mitigate some of the damage. Like a Vogoth. Or Ursaga if I had her, which I don't. I mean, my next choice would be Vogoth. But I tend not to bring him. I used to bring him to Arena all the time. Before Live Arena, though. You know what? I want the resistance. I think that's what I need. It might still not be enough. And if it's not, then it's kind of a waste of an aura. It's all going to come down to how accurate that Duchess is. But I can block debuffs. Newt is such an interesting choice. Maybe the theory is that Newt, as he attacks, starts to wear down defense. So I can make it hard to last a long time against a team like this. So my way through is going to be to kill Arbiter first. Followed by Newt, and then I've basically won. And I think it shouldn't be too difficult to do that. So I can lock out their moves. Kymar can't do his reset. Arbiter can't do much of anything either. Then we go for the big hit. And that's pretty much good game. All right, let's go for the penultimate fight against Waylon from Bratty Pro. All right, Waylon, what you got? Starting with Arbiter and Ragash. You know what? I like having this support. I'm going to bring them again. For my final two, I will want a second NUKER. And then I don't know. Maybe a third NUKER. Could also bring Uko. I mean, he's just a lot of fun. You could bring Uko, who counts as a third reviver. You can mess with them. I could bring Candrafon again. I could bring the lion. Seems like a fitting opponent to bring against the tiger. So I want to eliminate one of the nukers. I think I'm more afraid of Ragash. So I'm going to eliminate Ragash. He eliminated the lions. So much for the lions and tigers. Oh my. Well, I could go for the resistance. Or I could go for the spade. He's almost certainly going to go for spade. I'm going to get outsped anyway. I'll go for the resistance. Let's see. If he's got a 500 accuracy Kymar, I think with the extra 60 resistance, I might have just enough on my Duchess. I mean, the beauty is, even if Kymar sleeps everybody, there's still a pretty good chance somebody will survive getting struck. Probably his strategy is going to be to have Supreme Elhain hammer through Duchess, and then use an AoE on everybody. No, he's probably going to do it again because he can reset with Kymar. But can I get any of my attacks in? So I could try to strip, but you know what? I'm more afraid of her. So really, I wanted to try to get the decrease attack. It didn't work, of course. Youch. Well, I got to show mad respect to that Supreme Elhain. She really handed me my own ass. Good game, Waylon. Wow, look at that damage. 209,000. I should be using Supreme Elhain. I finally built her recently. But I get the sense she's really a champion you can only use if you're using A, Arbiter, or somebody that allows you to go first, or B, Necrits, who I don't have, or possibly Gofford Brassclad. He would actually allow me to cut in. We could try that. I mean, just for my own amusement. Why not? Let's bring Arbiter. Let's bring Supreme Elhain. Taras. Yikes. All right. So I'll bring Ultimate Death Knight. And who did I say? Gofford Brassclad. Try him out. See if I can keep Supreme Elhain alive long enough to start taking out these bozos. And for my final pick, I've already been thinking Helicath, barring anything. Oh, barring him taking it. Okay. In that case, we'll just take the response to Helicath. Yeah, okay. And let's just take away Pythion. And he took away Supreme Elhain. Oh my goodness. I was so excited to use Supreme Elhain, I forgot to put in a second NUKER. That is terrible. I mean, should I even bother? I shouldn't even bother. I'd just be wasting his time. So that's kind of an embarrassing note to end on, but that's the way it's gotta be. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again on the next one. Take care.